So let me just go ahead and show you the results. So what I'm trying to do right now is to build AI competitor website comparison tool. I don't know if you guys remember this, but on the last 2 weeks, I think, or last week, during the live help call, I built one that analyzes the competitor's website and then provides you with like a strategic insight on how to beat them. But now what we will be doing is do a comparison of your website versus the competitor's website URL. So this is great if you want to kind of like, if you're someone who's providing web development services, you built this website for a client, what you can do here is enter the website that you've built for your client and then enter the competitor's website URL, and then you can, based on the AI's respond, it will provide an instant value and perfectly positions you as their marketing expert. So you will also have this, your email right here. So it will be collecting like leads, email addresses. So if you're going to be sharing this to your LinkedIn or maybe to your email blast, at least you'll get a list of email addresses that have used your AI competitor website comparison tool. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into how I was able to build this one. So our example for today, we will be comparing this website. It's an HVAC in San Diego. And for example, let's just say that I'm the one who built this. I vibe coded this website. So now I want to compare my website into this famous HVAC company in San Diego. So we will see what this website has that we don't have yet on the website that we built or the client's website right here. Okay, so that's what we will start doing. So first, let's go to our Aspat account. Let's get that right here. All right. Now let me just go to build bot samples. You need to start with the blank IntelliForm so that I can show you guys how to build this from scratch. Okay, IntelliForm, and then let's just say this AI comparison tool. Let's just see who joined. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you have any questions while I'm building it. So you can feel free to leave a chat or maybe even unmute your mic if you want. Okay, so here's our Black and Teleform. I'll drag in the title right here. So we'll be just using one page for this. We don't really need multiple pages for this kind of IntelliForm. So let me just get the title. It will be AI competitor website comparison. That's fine. Text alignment. Okay. Next is our paragraph block for the description. Okay. So our description will be this. So curious how your website stacks up against competition. Enter your URL and the competitor's URL below. So, and then our AI will perform a live analysis for you. Okay. Next, as what was shown earlier, we will need 3 inputs right here. So let's keep it simple as possible. We want them to be able to use this tool, within and give them an AI result within just minutes or even seconds if they're fast. So let's get the input right here. So we'll be needing 3. Okay. Oh, sorry. Where's that? Okay, got it. And then the first thing that we'll need is the website URL. So let's change the unique ID. Very important that we always update the unique ID to whichever the question is or the input is. Okay, so website URL, your placeholder. Let's just remove this helper text. And then let's make sure this is a required field. Save changes. Okay. Next will be the competitor's website URL. So let me just click here. Click inside the properties, and then the unique ID for that label, which is your competitor's website URL. Placeholder, paste that right here. Helper text, we don't need that right now, so let's just remove that and then required. Okay. And then for the text field, I think this should be the email. So let's just get this and name it as a user email. Label will be your email to receive a copy of this report. So with this phrase that you have, you may want to connect or set up a webhook so that they'll automatically get a copy of this report after the AI generates it. So I do have a I do have a recorded tutorial on how to like set this up inside a webhook and an automation platform, maybe like Zapier, like make.com, if you have GHL. I think N8N also, you can do that inside N8N. So yeah, you can set this up first in order for them to have a copy of this report. So we do have the webhooks feature for that specific use case. Let me just remove the helper text. And then let's make that as a required field. If you're trying to build like a list of leads that have used this AI competitor tool, you can also collect their name if you want. So you just use the input block for that, for their name, full name. Let's just save that and make sure that's active. Okay. So with our form already built, our next step is to add the prompt builder. Okay. So this is kind of like the engine of this tool. It's like it's a set of instructions that we give the AI. So let me just click right here. And mind you that inside the IntelliForm, you can add up to 5 prompts in here. So if you want to break them down into 5 prompts, you can also do that. Okay, so first, let's make sure that we enable web browsing so that it will be able to analyze both URLs that we provide. And then, let's see, we highly recommend using GPT 4.0. So just make sure that you're using these 3 AI models so that we can do web browsing or web searching for this specific tool. So let me just get my prompt right here and I'll show you guys the prompt that I used for this IntelliFarm, okay? First thing is we define its role, of course. We give it specific critical instructions. So right here, as you can see, this is the result that it should show. This is the specific output that it should provide us. So there's the website URL, and then the competitor's URL right here. And then just a few like instructions on its output. It should analyze the main headline, the sub headline. It should, create or maybe perceive the target audience based on the website analysis. So now at the very last part, we command it to generate a strategic insight and opportunity. So this is where the AI provides a final actionable recommendation for the user. So with this structured prompt, it's the secret to getting a high quality, consistent analysis every time. So this is where you should really invest your time in, which is crafting the prompt for your AI tools. I mean, it may look good, you may have the themes added right there, but you have to make sure that the prompt is exactly what we need it to be. So after adding the prompt, that's when usually we do like a test and make sure that it's all working and we're getting the kind of results that we need. Okay, so let me just say prompt right here. All right. Now that we have added our prompt, let's just polish the user experience a little bit. Over here on customization tab, let's see, preparing results. That's the AI response loader that they will see. So let me just change this to preparing or strategic analysis, okay? And save that. Next, do you want to show branding and form, powered by Asphalt? Let's just say powered by free AI tools right there. Then you can just put your website's link, enable AI mode. This is when they can chat with the AI response. So we don't really need that for this. So let's just save the changes. And let's just make sure that we are using OpenAI, okay? So if you have Google Gemini or, sorry, if you have the other tools, one second, let me just get here. So if you have the Claude AI enabled here on your general settings, you may want to make sure that on the AI tools that you build, especially when you're using an IntelliForm with a web search, you just make sure that you switch to the GPT 4.0 right here so that the web search will work on your IntelliForm. Okay. Next, let's see. Let's take a look at our share tab. So mostly this is a step that most people skip, but it is important for a lead magnet like this. So we would need to make sure this tool looks great when you share the link on social media, something like that. So first, under the SEO section, let's just put AI competitor analysis tool. So that's what you will be seeing here on the tab on the web browser tab. Right now it says aspot.ai. So you can brand that to however you want. And then your free AI competitor analysis tool. And then you can change the favicon right here. So it must be a 32 by 32 pixel image. So let's just use this one for training purposes. There you go. Now let's save this, do a little preview. So that should update later on. There you go. You see that updated. So it's the favicon that we uploaded and then the title right there. Next, let's just change the open graph section. So let's upload an open graph image. We'll use the same one. Okay, and upload that. Okay, and then let's just change this to the AI competitor analysis tool. Get your uh, free AI or to yeah, something like that. So what this will do is that when you share this online, it will change the Aspot branding. So let me just show you guys right here. So if I get this link, and maybe let's just say I want to share it with my Facebook group, when you create the post, you see that change right here. So it's the title that we added, the description, and then the logo that we added right there. So this is another way of branding your IntelliForms. Okay, let's do this, like that. Okay, so what else? So we already built the page. Now what we can do is also select the theme right here. We do have default themes already readily available inside the IntelliForm tool, but you can do a customization. So let's do pink. I love pink. So let's just use this one, save current page. So if you're adding new custom themes right here, you can just select your container background, some question text right here. I usually ask my AI to help me, make this look better, especially when it comes to themes. Okay. All right. Now that we have added those, let's do a preview. And let's now try this one, okay? So this will be my website. Like, for example, this is the website that I built for a client. Now I want to see the comparison between this website and this website. It's an HVAC in San Diego, and then email address where you want to receive a copy of this report. Okay, now, oh, second, I think we need to change this to, it says next. Let's just change that real quick. Let's just say submit, compare websites. Compare websites now and save changes. Okay. All right. Now let's just refresh this one a little bit. Okay. Now let's get the link again. Paste that right here. We get this link too. This is the competitor's link. Paste that right here. And gmail.com. Compare website now. Okay. So preparing your strategic analysis. Just wait for it a little bit. All right, so here's how it looks like. Wow, I love it. Love love the design right there. So website comparison, our website, and then the competitor's website. So as you can see here, the main headline, it kind of compares the main headline of your website and the competitor's website. So the perceived target audience right here. Now, if you do analyze the two websites, you can really see this like the perceived target audience and then the call to actions that the AI is mentioned. And then here's the strategic insight opportunity. So it says that based on the analysis, I recommend that our website incorporate unique selling propositions into their headline and subheadline. So there it is. In seconds, we have like a full website showdown right here. Oh, where did that go? I think I clicked on it. Okay. So now you've just provided, a client with a piece of high value personalized strategic advice. So feel free to reuse this. I will post a copy or a recording of this live session on the school group along with the template for this AI competitor website comparison. Any questions maybe that we may have for this? Okay, great, great, great. Let's see that. Yeah, it was actually, I think it was Eric's idea actually. He asked if we can, add like our website and the competitor's website. So really appreciate you guys, when you're joining this and providing like ideas or what you want to see on this live health calls. So I do have a lot in store for you for the coming weeks. We will be building more unique use cases for our AI tools inside Aspot. But if you want to see something, you can just let me know. If you want to like see how this is built or something like that, you can just let me know and I'll be happy to walk you through.
Yeah, it was a good presentation. Real quick, you had mentioned um,
Yep.
in the presentation I think you said 5 prompts. Uh, that there
Yeah.
was a limit of 5 prompts. What did you mean by that? I didn't quite catch what you meant by
Right.
that.
Yeah, you can actually create up to 5 prompts right here. So what we call this like a prompt training. So for example, this prompt one, we wanted to focus specifically on the competitor showdown, maybe prompt two focus specifically on providing advice regarding that. Maybe prompt three focus specifically on the strategic insight or something like that. So you can add, oh, second, let me add. Okay, so you can add up to 5 prompts in the IntelliForm itself.
I see. I see. Okay. And then as far as the webhooks presentation, you'd already created that and that's in the school.
I'm sorry, right, for the webbook presentation, that's already in the school group. I'll make sure to reference that on the post also so you guys, have that
Okay.
available. You can even make a summary for yourself without having to display the AI response. So what I mean by that is right here on prompts, what you can do is hide the response right here. So that means if your use cases, for example, you don't want whoever is using this form to get the AI response and you just want them to see the, thank you for using this form, something like that. So you can just hide it right here on display AI response. And what that will do is that it will store the AI analysis or the AI response right here that only you can see or access. So that's another thing that you can do in our prompt builder.
Interesting.
Mhm, mhm.
So the idea is it gives you the results, you get back with the customer with the
That's right.
results. So, yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah, you can hide that for and just have that for yourself, the AI result, or you can even set up a webhook and send those results over to you on a list or at a Google Sheet or something like that.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Yep. Can you do both? Show them the sorry. Can you add more items to that to compare more points? Yes, you can actually. If you add more items, if you have a very long prompt, I suggest you can split them down into 2 or maybe into 5, like what I've shown right here. And then Dev says, can you do both? Show them the response and collect data for myself. Yes, that's actually what we did earlier. Basically, we showed them the output, right? The AI output, and then you have that data available right here under collected data. You may want to refresh this so that you'll see the most updated data that the IntelliForm collected. So right here, you'll see collected data. You have the AI result. It's the prompt one because that's where we entered our prompt for the AI result. So you see that right here. You can rename this under your prompt builder. Then website comparison, and then the strategic insight and opportunity. So this way you show them this AI result, and then you also have it stored inside your IntelliForm data. See, any other questions maybe?
So the copy link will be on the post, not provided in the chat. Is that what you were saying?
Get this to you guys right now so you can also, start importing this to your account. 1 second. Give me
Okay, thanks.
share and oh, sorry, not that. Share and then copy duplicate page link. Okay, there you go. So you can just grab that link. I'll also posting this, don't worry, guys. Does this work as a flow builder? If I use that prompt, or I have to set it up as an IntelliForm. No, it will have to be an IntelliForm since we're providing like an AI analysis. So yeah, we do need to use the IntelliForm for that. The flow builder will only be able to provide like a structured flow of conversation with AI. It will not, I don't think it will be able to provide like an analysis. So yeah, we do have to use the IntelliForm. Okay, see any other questions maybe? You can just grab that import link that I sent on the chat also, guys. No, I mean the prompt coding format that you use. Can it collect attributes via question and then that prompt works? Does this work as, okay. Do we add sources to this? Okay, let's see for Dev's question. You can use it to collect attributes via question and then that prompt works. Yeah, actually, yeah, you can do this inside the IntelliForm only. In the flow builder, even if you use like the question block where you can collect attributes, right? I don't think we will be able to add that from in a flow builder, what I said. Robin says, I missed the beginning. Do we add sources to this? For this specific IntelliForm, Robin, we don't really need a source. The good thing here is that when you're using IntelliForm, you don't really need to add sources, especially if you have your web browsing already enabled. So we don't really need a source for this in that case. Okay. All right. I think that's it, everybody. Any last questions maybe before we wrap up the call? I think we're good, right? Okay. So just to let you know, guys, you may want to, look around our ASPOT user community. Next week David and Drew will be, showing something really, really cool, which I've been excited for a few weeks now. I've been really waiting for this new feature to be launched. Now we will have it really, really soon. So yeah, just, browse through the user community and then I'll all see you next week, okay? Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.